Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time, and today is the long-awaited return of Gris. I believe I'm saying that right. It's been a while since I've heard this, and we're hearing two songs today. These are picked from a random draw of my last video. That was a random draw. I forgot which one that was. I think it was Persona 1. So the way this works is I just pick a random draw at the end of the video. You see me roll it, and then I just continue it. This one was requested by Susasha and Dennis. We're going to be listening to Environments and Unagi. Both are from the channel Berlinist Topic. I think that's the composer as well. It's been a long time since I heard Gris, and all I remember was that it sounded very ethereal. So I have a feeling we're going to get lost in the sauce. And then if you want to stick around till the end, you'll see the next random draw winner. So let's get into it. We're starting with Environments. Composer Marco Albano. Oh, okay. Let's go. Feels like a deep breath type of song. Let's just all close our eyes and drift away. I feel like this cover art is very fitting. I wonder if this is one of those like stylized games like Journey or Bound. Very simple controls and just kind of, it's more like visualizations. It sounds like it. I can't imagine what's going on here. Almost has a spa-like quality. Very tranquil. Help people sleep. I like how it's a combination of music and then noises. Just kind of going through like the wind or something. Coming up on another noise, like you're walking towards it. Yeah, and then you walk past it. That's what it sounds like to me. Is it sad though? It's hard to say. Six minutes. Okay, I'm getting something now. I'm getting like a very specific feeling right now. Mm-hmm. So I'll say it at the end of the song. Ooh, a little musical prowess. Environments. Mysterious ending. Okay. From what I remember, only remember two things. The last time I heard Gris was I looked up what the name meant. I think it's gray. I don't know if it's like a separate language or if it's supposed to just mean gray. And what I said earlier is that it's very ethereal. So yeah, this for the first like half, it was more of just not really giving me anything. It was a feeling of just openness and tranquility and calm. You know, if you've ever been to a spa or get a massage or something, you'll hear stuff like this. It's because it's meant to soothe you. You know, it's just stimulating feeling of just release and let the bad days go away kind of thing. But as it got towards the end of the song, I started to get a very specific, odd feeling because it didn't sound sad to me per se, but it did sound a little bit of an acceptance and kind of like null, blank sound, you know? It was just right in the middle of like every emotion. It was just I don't even know what the term would be here, like something like a purgatory. Is that even proper? I don't even know. Just like a blank white thing, and that's like all you're staring at. And then from there, my I started to imagine a sort of like life flashing before your eyes thing, and then I started to associate it with sort of like when people mention your life flashing before your eyes, and I could see that because I've heard. I don't want to get like way into it, but I've heard as I don't know if it's a rumor or if I've seen this somewhere, but I've just heard it. You know, the people that have been close to passing, they've experienced a sort of very relieving and pure accepting feeling of like their passing. They saw, I guess, like a light or something like that. And I could totally I don't know, like what was going through my mind was this song was like as if you just kind of passed, and all those noises, those like random things whizzing by, were like your memories, you know. So it started to get really immersive in that regard. I was starting to envision, like seeing all these memories just like whiz past me before ultimately, whatever's after, whether that's nothing or the afterlife. I don't want to like get into that, but that's what the song sounded like to me. So it's like, that's why I said, I don't know if it's sad or more of like an acceptance. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird to talk about death sometimes, but we're all going to go through it. And yeah, I don't know. I should look into that more, but I don't even know where I heard that from. But I just know I've heard it. That's why I'm bringing it up. The people have like experienced very close calls, and they said it was like the most relaxed they've ever been, which is bizarre. The song's called Environments. I have no idea what's up with that. It's as vague as possible, and I'm sure the next song is gonna be vague too. Although the next one sounds like it could be it sounds like a name, Unagi. Sounds like it could be a town or a person. Let's just get into that one. It's a little shorter. But this is one of the more like tranquil soundtracks I think I've heard in video game history. It's very just ethereal as possibly it can be. This is Unagi. Definitely a tension in the air now. Something drastically changed. A lot of new sounds right now. Guitar, chorus, drums. That percussion coming in randomly feels so haunting. Just boom. Like you don't know when it's coming. Yeah, it's like so sporadic. Sounds like a clock. I don't know if I'm just hearing things or if that's how the song actually is. I have no idea if this is intentional or not, or if my interface is messing up right now. I have no clue. may be a chance I have to hear this over, depending on what happens at the end of this video. I'm keeping it like this for now because it's a genuine reaction, but it sounds really messed up in my ears. A chaos of electronic signals. And I don't know if it's intended or not. BRB, like 2 seconds. I just want to hear, I don't know if my interface messed up or not. Let me hear this one again, see if I hear that. Okay. So, I have to do something. That last song, I don't know what causes it. It's super rare, but it did. It actually, the frequencies like mess up my interface, meaning that whole like last half, all I heard was like the equivalent of having your phone next to your speakers, like. So I don't know if that was like a stylized decision or not. But what that ends up doing is that I have to restart. So I'm gonna restart and I'm going to re-listen to that last one because a good like 2-3 minutes of that was just pure mush, which is unfortunate, but that's how it happened. So I will be back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yes, I confirmed that actually messed up my interface, meaning I heard nothing but distortion and noise for like 3 minutes. But I just kept it in there. So I'm going to rehear it again. By the way, if anyone out there is any sort of tech wizard, I think what causes it, the song I heard right before this was from a Commodore 64 song, and those frequencies kind of like warp something in my interface, or like they're too, I don't know, like too gritty or something. So when something kind of takes it over the threshold, which I guess this song did, I don't know at what point I'm going to have to re-watch it. It just turns into like so that really is unfortunate. But to be honest, since all I heard was nonsense for 3 minutes, I kind of forgot what this one sounded like already, so I'm just gonna rehear it again properly. But yeah, super rare. It's only happened like 3 times, never on the channel though. It's happened in like my just normal day-to-day, but like this would be the 3rd time. It's never happened on camera though. You don't hear it. I think, well, I don't know if it's going to show up on video until I edit this. It might have been perfect for you, but in case it was perfect for you and my face didn't make sense, that's why. But I'm going to hear it in my ears properly now. Unagi again. This started fine. I remember all this now. Dun, dun. Okay. Let's get back into the. So yeah, this one's definitely way different from the other Gris stuff. A little more conflict and tension in the air. Oh yeah, this is the one with the percussion that's kind of randomly coming out of now. By the way, it's not like defective or old. It's actually brand new, my interface. It's just whenever there's like a really warpy kind of signal, like the Commodore 64 stuff. Anyways, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, this is so different. This is like miles different from everything Gris ever. Sounds like a boss or something. I didn't catch that last time. Da-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Okay, I think I remember this. It's sort of like an alarm clock. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. If you ever played Nier Automata, it sounds like the intro, the title screen. I think that song is called Significance. Could be wrong. Sounds a little more submerged now. Like echolocation sounds. Okay, yeah. This is my first time hearing it proper now. I didn't realize how ambient it was. Organ. Wow, that really sounds like the Nier opening. That's cool. I didn't hear this at all last time. Ooh, that synth. Ooh, I like where the synth is going. I literally missed out on all this last time. Sounds like I just like sprang up. Wow. That whole song felt like a climb, and then at the apex, we just immediately dropped off. Like, it was just starting to, you know, go somewhere, and then it just ends off immediately. That was so... Wow. So this is a very interesting video, and it kind of shows you the power of, like, what a reaction can do, because I don't know how this video will look or sound until I start editing it. But I'm going to leave this here just in case. So the first song I heard, Environments, which was normal, totally fine, and I talked about it and all of that. The second one, I don't know at what point, maybe my face will show it, but at some point during the song, shortly after the part where it said like I think it was shortly after the alarm, I said it sounded like an alarm. Right around that time, the song went into well, distortion and noise. I can't explain what that noise sounds like. It's very hard to explain unless maybe it shows up in the recording, but if in case it didn't, it's just really unpleasant, just distortion and nastiness, you know. But I could hear like really faintly in the background there was like stuff happening. And the only way I can verify that is like if I open like Spotify or something and then, you know, listen to any other song and see if that effect is still going, and yeah, it was still going. When that happens, I still don't even know what causes it, and I don't even know how to like search it up either. But it kind of distorts my whole sound for the session. I have to either restart or like change my sound settings, my input settings, just like swap it and then swap it back, and then it fixes itself. It's so bizarre. but I think I've noticed it only when like some frequencies kind of like move it out of place or something. And since the last song I heard before this was Commodore 64 for 9 minutes, which is really like, you know, crazy sound waves, I think that's what it was. But anyways, so this time I heard it, it was totally fine and normal. Like I heard the whole song, and man, I really missed out on like that whole apex section and the drop off and all that. That was totally cool. Like the drums were okay. First of all, I think this is the first time I heard drums in Gris, and it was kind of chaotic. It sounded like just like the kick drum being randomly, spontaneously hit, like boom, boom, boom. And then when it finally came in with more of like a marching thing, the whole song got really intense. That was the most. I feel like this would have to be like Endgame or something, or a really highly emotional state, because the first song we heard from this environments, that's kind of what I know Gris as. It's just really ambient thing. So to me, this sounded like a complete shift in mood, in feel, everything. You know, it just really was kind of getting the point across that this is a big deal, and now it's really, you know, now it's really going somewhere story-wise. Violins, I think the electric guitar made an appearance. We had a different type of synthesizer. And it just felt like it was climbing and climbing and climbing, and then just boom, leaving this big, mysterious, like, the only way I can describe that is if you watch a movie. I don't even know what kind of movie. But like, say you're just watching a movie, and then it cuts to black, not fade to black, or it just cuts to black, and then that's it. That's what it felt like to me. It's just like, oh, what was that? You know, like, what a cliffhanger. But when I heard it the first time, when the audio messed up, I didn't hear any of that. I heard maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then it just turned into nothing. So I legitimately missed out on all that. But luckily, I was able to hear it again. And man, I missed out on a lot. So I think that the normal like YouTuber thing would be to just edit all that out and pretend like nothing happened, but I do very little edits here, unless like if I ever have to cut, it's either because like I like sneezed or a phone call comes through or something, you know what I mean? I try to keep everything as organic as possible, but that's the first time that's ever happened. And I really, well, I kind of don't hope that it shows up in the recording, but maybe just so people can hear what I heard and maybe I can diagnose it. But it was just very uncomfortable to hear for like 2 or 3 minutes, but very nice to hear properly. So I don't really know what Gris is about. I also have to set up my random wheel again, but I'm gonna have to cut again for that. As soon as I restarted, I just started this video again. I don't know what Gris is, but it's definitely something. I feel like it's along my original thought of like these kind of stylized games, which I don't even know if that's a genre. But the first two that come to mind are Journey and Bound. Bound is a game I most recently played. That game was beautiful too. Like you're like a ballerina, she doesn't talk, and you're just going through this like really cool visual place, and you know, it's really nice pianos and everything is just really, it's pretty close to this. Oh yeah, and vocals. I don't think I heard vocals. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've heard Gris, but I don't think I've experienced that before. Either way, that was really tranquil, yet devastating. It sounded really like I didn't want to be here towards that second half. So if you'll excuse me for a moment, I need to bring up my random wheel again so I can resume as normal. So it's 2 cuts in one video. That might be a record, but hold on just 1 minute, please. All right, sorry about that, but thank you to Dennis and to Sasha for the request, and congrats on winning the random draw. But speaking of the random draw, we are going to do the next one right now. This is all my requests, which is so crazy. Like, it looks so warped because there's so many entries there. There's a lot of people here. So we're just gonna spin it and see who wins. Interesting episode here. It's a learning experience every day. Atelier Ryza 2 Wish. Nice. Let's see who that is. That is Robert on the PayPal side. Congratulations. So that is my second experience with Gris, maybe third. I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, cool. Also, big shout out Dennis. I think I could be wrong, but still supporting me after all this time. It's been a while. Shout out to the original patrons when I first. I've been doing this for a while now. It's kind of time flies, and to Sasha as well. Anyways, sorry for all the hiccups, but we got through it, and the songs are really awesome. Let me know more about this game, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you to all my patrons here. I could not be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Later.